New at 10, an area school district could be adding a referendum to the November ballot. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jade Henschel.
And I'm Adam Rasmussen. News 9's Nick Robinson is live in Wausau with what school board officials discussed and what next steps are.
The Wausau School Board met earlier tonight to discuss potentially asking the voters of Wausau for more funding as well as potential staff cuts, and they laid out their reason for each. 2 years ago, a funding referendum passed in Wausau, but after the district did a re-estimate of how much money they would need, it was found that the funding was short on some projects. District officials said that the increase was due to inflation.
And that takes into account kind of the 2 years of inflation that we've had since this was approved.
But in order to get more money, they have to rely on the voters to pass another referendum. But before anything gets drafted up, the school board decided to send out surveys to people in Wausau to see if there would be support behind another referendum. The district hired the Donovan Group to draft the survey, and officials from the Donovan Group said that it was important to get a survey out sooner rather than later.
So while optimally offering a survey in July would be beneficial, since you have until August to put a question on the November ballot, we wouldn't recommend it. We want to get a lot of people taking the survey.
The other major topic of discussion was potential staffing cuts in order to make up for the district's $3.5 million budget shortfall. The board voted to discuss it in closed session. Superintendent Keith Hiltz said that the reason was because they would be discussing names of specific staff members that they were considering laying off.
And the preliminary notice has to be delivered by the end of this month, and so we thought we would give you an actual list of names tonight to take preliminary action. Then we have time to speak with those individuals.
And also to clarify, if a referendum were offered up to the voters, it would be for specific projects instead of funding for the entire district as a whole. And Hiltz told me that the survey should be going out sometime next month, and we don't yet know if they decided on staff cuts whether or not due to it being in closed session, but we'll have more information when it becomes available. Live in Wausau, Nick Robinson, News 9 WAOW.